Yes, we are. My God. We're all turning white in the face. I'm turning white. Mom's turning white. Well, I swear, just yesterday I was 15 years old. Mom, that would have made you what? You were 1950, 24 when you had me? So, 15 plus 24. 38, 39 years old. You know, I was in high school. Oh. And you know what's funny? A lot of the stuff I knew then, I know now. It's the same bullshit. The same bullshit. The same bullshit. They're still perpetuating the same storylines year after year, and people are just yang, yang, yang. Black Friday, yang, yang, yang. Black Lives Matter, yang, yeah. It's just going around this cycle of just ignorance. Yeah, a lot of people ignoring. Just ignoring. I listened to a lot of talks where people are like, truth seekers, hey, truth seeker. Yeah, you got truth seekers and you got truth speakers. And I'm a truth speaker. So I just try and go to these places to see if I can find like-minded, see if there's any in local in the chats and stuff. And usually there's not. There is a group that meets here, though. There is a group that meets here. They're meeting on Sunday. I might go down. I don't really like being a part of, like, organized stuff, you know? Like groups that give themselves names and things like that. But I'll go to anything once, see what it's about. You know? Anyway, yeah, I might meet some interesting people. You gotta go where the people are that think like you. Kinda. I got a better chance there than other places. Tango down here, he just had a little snack. He's waking up a little bit. Hi, Tango! We got Orange Kitty. I just hadn't seen him all day. He just came popping in about half hour ago. Did he big yawn? He gets like stupid face. He's going under the futon, but he gets stupid tired. And when he wakes up, I call him meepers because he just gets meepy. Just meow meow meow. He gets so meepy instead of weepy, meepy meow meow. Anyway, I freaking dig critters, man. They save my life every day. Even though they drive me crazy sometimes, too. Sometimes they drive me crazy. Then I gotta go out and exude energy. I've always had to do that. Go out and use your energy wisely, Margie. Sound familiar, Ma? Now it's so cold here. I don't want to go outside. So, I got a couple cool things. Thanks, Jessica. I got some wood incense. Pinion wood. What? That's all the trees around here. The pinyon pine trees. They're not real huge. They're not like freaking not like what we saw when we went into Felton down by Santa Cruz. Went walking around the redwoods. Not like that. But anyway, incense. So go in the bathroom, my office, and then I got this cool little bloop. Bloop. Isn't that cool? I think so too. Anyway, because this is in hopes of our forever home, Ma, in representation of our forever home. What we're looking for. I'm tired of moving, man, and everything's gonna go to pot. Everything's gonna get so fucking lame. And I already don't have patience for the bullshit, and it's gonna get so much. Okay, the enormity of the wave of bullshit that is coming is I feel worn down. I was angry all day. I was mad all day. I couldn't shake it until freaking 5 o'clock this evening. You know? And I would love to be one of those that just Happiness is a decision. Sorry, kitty. I snapped my fingers and it just woke him up. Sorry, kitty. Happiness is a decision. I'm gonna decide. No. That. Oh, that is harmful to people's mental health. Is freaking, or God will take all your pain. And God has gotten us through a lot, Mom, but I got so much physical pain. I would love it if He did take away all my pain. I'm not counting on it, So I think He just gives me the wisdom to take care of myself and my body. Yeah, I think that's what He does in a lot of cases, but he's carried us through a lot, Ma, for years and years, and I'm pretty tired. And what's coming next is just I'm not excited about it. I'm not. I already don't go out much. Today I was just like, I could be a hermit. I could totally be a hermit. How could I avoid going to... Because I still got to go to the store. I guess I could order online. And pick up stuff like that. But I could totally do a freaking hermit lifestyle, man. I don't... for years and years, I want to have a best friend. I want to have all... these... I've always looked for freaking, like a, ride or die partner, all that stuff that... All that, and then, you get kind of examples of it. You kind of get a little taste of it, but it's like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. And really, I don't know if what I'm looking for exists, frankly, I mean, integrity isn't even a thing anymore. That's Stanley. He's back there in the litter box. He's very thorough. I have to put it behind the couch because it's the only place in the place that the dogs can't get to it. So, pretty cool. It works out. And these little guys, they use it too. I just have to clean it out every other day. No big deal. Litter is freaking amazing. This cat litter is like by this veterinarian. It is. I'm like, where has this litter been all my life? This litter is amazing. There's like no smell, and it clumps like nothing else. It's a little cat litter commercial. Huh. Thanks for that plug, Stanley. You're such a cool cat. Right when I was starting this talk, he was up on top of the ladder, and he was starting to come down, and I was trying to get him, but technology's slow as fuck. But I should just be glad that my shit works, because how many people can't get their shit to work, I had subscribed to freaking Adrienne Elise today. I watched her for a couple years, and I was just like, no, I can't do it anymore. I keep hearing the same thing, and now she does these moon activation things, right? And I paid one time last year. I paid to be a part of one, and it's just like one of her YouTube talks, and it's cool and stuff, It's also $10 a pop at $300 or at a 300 person cap. She does that. That's $3,000 a pop, man, for talking for 45 minutes. You do that twice a month, man. I'm like, man, I hope there's no homeless, nothing. I hope there's nobody around you. You're freaking, and that's not even that's not even what, like, the readings and stuff. I'm like, what how fucking much do people need? We don't even break 2K. Our incomes combined. $1,700 a month. Yep. Don't know what I'm going to do, how we're going to find a place, but I mean, God's always taken care of, so it's just how He's going to pull this out of His hat is just going to be, I'm just going to be as astounded as anyone. So, anyway, I didn't have faith today. That's why I was like, why are you so mad? I'm like, because these people just act like nothing's wrong, man. They're acting like business as usual. And it's not business as usual. The stuff, oh, just the headlines, scrolling through the headlines, all of the arrests, all of the corruption, all of the nastiness. All these scumbags, people got to remember all these scumbags, it's like how uncomfortable people get when people find out who people are. See, I know who a scumbag is, right? But people have different levels of scumbags, of scumbaggetry, scumbaggedness. You have the disingenuous, those that say, hey, I'm here to help you. Hey, I'm here to help you. Paid membership required. I've been unsubscribing to channels like left and right because they're all going to Patreon, Now is the time that people need spiritual guidance. Meditate, dude. Meditate. Try binaural beats. I don't care. Start with 5 minutes. If you can't do that, and if you're listening to people that don't meditate, maybe you shouldn't be listening to them. I got to go about 40. If I don't meditate, man, I don't know what I would do if I haven't meditated in life. If I didn't know the vibrational frequency of peace and serenity, and if I didn't remind myself for a period of time throughout the day, because my endocrine system was up here. See, because I got 6 anthrax vaccines in 3 months, because you get 2 at a time, 1 in each arm at a time, and there's 0.05 milliliters of formaldehyde in each one because they gotta store it, gotta extend its shelf life, so put formaldehyde in it. So I was only 5'3 3/4, now I'm 5'2". I've lost some. But it don't mean I ain't still ready down to tussle. So that's the thing is, I got a temper now. My temper is just gotten, it's like the dis-ease of alcoholism. How that dis-ease, like that grows. Like I did it too. I was sober 14 years. I went back out and had a period of about 7 months. I didn't drink real heavy. I experimented with wine a lot. Wine tasting. Because I had always been around circles where people gave so much shits about wine, and it's just like something else for people to talk about other than their feelings. It's just more diversion, Well, anyway, so I have the propensity to frickin' for obliteration, but see, this life ain't about me. I look out for Mom, make sure she's taken care of, and I can't do that being a drunk. Yeah. And being in as much pain as I've been in, physical pain. So it makes like other stuff, like bullshit in the world, physical pain, it's just like, short fuse. I don't got the patience for it. Nonsense. I dealt with enough nonsense. Lifetimes of bullshit, nonsense, because somebody had a control mentality, like a hierarchical mentality, that they were fucking somebody better, because they most of the time these fucking assholes have inferiority complexes, related to their small anatomy or their lack to perform, or their inability to make people feel good when they're around, because they're just so baseline. Because how exceptional are people when they freaking all go to the same schools, they all read the same books, they all have the same ideas, because everybody rewards everybody for having the same idea, and as long as you think in a certain kind of way, you will be handsomely rewarded with bullshit shit like fucking tenure and stuff like that. Academia, man, fuck. Talk about void of spirit. But they claim, especially those... I worked at a Jesuit university, man. You want to talk about a group of people that act like they give a fuck but really don't? That's a whole group of them right there. Yeah. Act like they give a fuck and really don't. We'll see. I was in That's how I was just like, I get freaking so fired up. Like, because it's so easy to help people and people don't. And I get people are on their own path. I get all that shit, And whatever I see out there is a reflection of me. And whenever I'm troubled, or I find fault with anything else, it's always because of me. And I've been painfully aware of my reality my whole entire life. Mom made sure of that when I was very young. No, you are going to face this head on. I remember we were at Denny's. I was probably 7 years old. I was having trouble, 8 years old. He'd have to pick us up at Denny's. That's where we did the exchange. It's where everybody did their exchange. So picked us up at Denny's and I was like, Mom, I don't know what to call him. Do I call him Greg? Do I call him Pop? Do I call him Dad? Nothing feels comfortable. I know he's my father, he's my dad. I know this. I have his face. I have his voice all day long today. I was like, man, I fucking can't stand the sound of my own voice even today. Even though I've come to terms with the lack thereof, and, he was an absentee father, and there was a period of time for a few years that we had a relationship, and that was because I made the effort. I stopped making the effort, and there went the relationship. So, but see, that's the thing is like I don't need to get too far off on a tangent. So, Mom said that I had to address this. She said, well, you need to address this. I said, I don't know the guy. It's just weird to be around him, She's like, well, you got to address it, so why don't you see about spending some time with him? If you guys could do some one-on-one time. Mom she'd gone to school. She went to a community college and stuff. She took a early child development course and stuff. She had people that had her helped along with me, doctors and stuff, giving her tips and guidance, because I've thrown tantrums my whole entire life. I just don't freaking involve other people. My tantrums are my tantrums, and look around, you have all these people that freaking lack their emotional control, and they're freaking ending lives and shit. And people that fury inside will reflect in the weather. So, more people freaking meditate, more stuff will chill out, but more people are freaking getting all twisted up like I said. We're going to see more and more storms. So, anyway, so I addressed it right there in front of in Denny's, freaking Saturday morning, packed as can be, And I was like, hey, do you think I could spend some time with you? Just you and me? And dude fucking yelled at me. What the fuck do you say? No, he didn't say what the fuck. What do you want me to do? You want me to ignore everybody just to spend time with you? That's very selfish, Margie. That's very selfish. So that's how they always got me. Is they just tell me how selfish I was. Let her go walk around. I got it. Meet me in the kitchen. Okay.
Margie, look at this cat. The little cat.
Little Tango?
Yeah, he sound asleep.
Yeah. Oh, sass. Come on, go walk around. Did your arm come out? Okay, come here. Here. You got her?
Mm-hmm.
Mom, we gotta trim your nails. All these vitamins and stuff we've been taking. Your nails are like... They're really thick too, huh? Like my outfit today. I'm gonna bust out the whole ensemble. I got my orange pants on today. My orange Dockers. I freaking love these things. They're for like Syracuse. They have a blue S on the back. People think I'm for like... are you a Denver fan? I'm like, dude, I fucking hate all sports. They're all rigged. And anybody that freaking wastes their time on their favorite team, there's a lot more life to be lived out there, man. A lot more life. Go check out Zach. See, that's the thing, is people don't want the truth, because then they can't sit fat, dumb, ugly, and happy on their couches drinking beer, not participating in life. So Apply my. It's like, dude, the stuff that people. See, that's the thing is, I was always a nature kid. I've been learning survival skills since I was 5 years. Since I could go off and play by myself when I was 5, 6 years old. Huh, Ma? Climbing trees, freaking! I remember getting my first knife with its sharpening stone. And I remember cutting myself with that knife and how much applied pressure that you don't that you need to cut yourself, and don't do that. You know? And that's the thing. If you teach kids how to do stuff proper, they're a lot more useful, man. We're just little people. We were just little people, you know? It just I had to grow up when I was very, very young, man. Very, very, very young. And I look around at people and I'm like, man, people still give a fuck about what kind of car they drive, huh? They still give a fuck about labels and brands and shit like that, huh? They still give a fuck. Do they still give a fuck about bullshit Hollywood awards? You know? How many more stars have to get arrested for more people to connect the dots, man? Hollywood is an extension of DC. They're interchangeable. That's why fucking politicians get paid so much now. It's per fucking episode. See? Everything, they live to create misappropriation of funds so that there's this whole bottom echelon of people that are just live in a just living from paycheck to paycheck. They don't have running water. They don't have electricity, you know, and we're college educated. Veterans, all of these criteria. I have all the little boxes of what people give a fuck about. Yet me and Mom haven't been able to find a forever home. You know what I mean? You know, that's the imbalance. And I even have a brother that's a lawmaker for California, you know, working in this system. Everything's great. La 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 la. You know what I mean? It's just the level of people's denial is just, it's really funny. It's really funny. Ugh. Oh, what kind of cat litter? Lando 10? I'll show you. Because I gotta go put it over by the cat. By the... Dr. Easley's Ultra. And it's like $11. But this thing lasts freaking well over a month. Well over a month. Where'd you go, Ma? Oh, sorry. When I turn around and I don't see Stanley's like, what are you doing with my poop scoopers? What are you doing with it? But, oh, did I show you the whole thing? It's 99.9% dust free. Load tracking, and this is a net weight. How much is it? 8 pounds? 8.14. Or is it 18? Print's getting small. Oh, 18. It's an 18-pound bag and it's like $11. Boop. And I actually, all right, they were out one time, so I got the stuff with the red label. There's a difference. I didn't like it as much. Blue label. Dr. Elsey's, E-L-S-E-Y apostrophe S. And I guess he's a veterinarian. It's a veterinarian formula. It's all crap. It's whatever they put on the label. It works good, though. But I get it at the tack shop, the tack store, Pet Supply. Or sometimes I'll get it at Blue. There's two of them, but...
That's pretty.
But I like one better than the other. Mom likes the lights. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like when people tell me I'm selfish, like that's the thing. That's why my brother didn't speak to me for a year and a half, because he's a don't you know who I am kind of guy. But I don't think he would ever say it, but he definitely puts like, you know. Anyway. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, is that I remember I was outside this laundromat. I was out and I was backed up, and I was looking at the laundromat, and we hadn't talked in a couple weeks because we weren't communicating. He doesn't hear. People don't listen to what I'm saying. They put what they think on my words, and it makes me mad. Anyway, so he's always known ever since we were little what to say to get me to
get you upset.
To get me to get fired up. And I've been already, I've meditated an hour a day. I can keep my cool and when need be. I have emotional control. And he said to me, you haven't worked in a year and a half after getting turned down almost 70 times. You want to talk about ego deflation? Because I never thought I was like, but I mean, I'm a good employee. My resume's freaking stellar, but that's when I realized, I knew a lot of people in Omaha. So it didn't make Omaha a really big city. And Omaha has like a million, it's this big city. Then I go to Salem and I couldn't get a job, and then I'm like, it's locked. Everything, all the systems are closed. Everything's a club. And if you're an outsider and you don't look a certain way, and I never look right to people, and I never act right to people. So I ain't gonna fit in there. So I got turned down almost 7. That's when my ego was like, I ain't shit. But it was also, that was when determined that I need to be a work from home daughter, stay home daughter, call it whatever, be home with mom, take care of mom. So, but he said, you haven't worked in a year and a half, is what he said to me. And this, no longer than that. It was longer than that. It was like 2 years or something like that. And we'd already been without water, for like a long time at that point. That every morning I'd go down and I fill, I made makeshift, I get ice cream buckets and stuff, and I get the water for the toilet, hey, I'm a United States Air Force veteran, decorated, blah, 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 and, all this, I can't get a job and all this stuff, so my ego just went, right? And he said, you haven't worked, and I was like, you are a fucking piece of shit!
You said that to you?
I said that to him, because he said I hadn't worked, and I was working real hard to take care of you. Without having a nervous breakdown because the VA threatened to pull half of my fucking benefits, and it's just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. And I still didn't fucking snap, man. And you see all these little bitches out in the world. My dad died, and then it's like, fucking, I'm just a little bitch. People die all the time, Now, would you see your dad get his fucking head ripped off, to get dismembered in front of you? No, don't. Then shut up. Cubs can never be kings. I fucking watch these people that have these huge following, and I'm just like, lambs to slaughter. Lambs to slaughter, man. You're freaking following mental midgets, man. So many of them. Hi, baby kitten. There he goes. He said, I'm out of here. You talk too loud. Goodbye. Meow. Where you going, bud? He's such an interesting fellow. What time is it? It's 6:30. What you doing? I want to show them how cute you are. That's a cute guy. They're so soft.
There's another one.
Or they're tango. They want to go out a little bit before. This is such a cute little guy. He said, I'm a skitty kitty. He said, I got pointy ears, but I'm not evil. That's what he says. His dad is Pet Cemetery. his dad is evil. His dad is straight up on his 9th lie. He's like has an ear missing. Dude, that cat's fuck. I always chase him out of the yard because he's like aggressive and freaking but he's violently aggressive. Not like me. I'm aggressive. I'm not violently aggressive. And I see all these people out. Oh, man. Anyway. So, yeah, I call him a fucking piece of shit. And then later on, he admitted, yeah, granted what I said was off-putting. They never take responsibility for what they do, for what they say. Only just for how you respond. Never, it's like the one thing he just never said to me, and he said it. You know? Maybe before he, it's just like they never do. They never do. They never fucking do. You know? Today I was going back and forth with that whole live and let live. Just let everybody do whatever they're gonna do. And then I'm like, well, I can't even schedule stuff. Because a lot of times people say they're gonna show up at a time, and maybe they will, but probably not. Because that's what Tao's time is all about. Fucking people just... I think it's everywhere there. It's just people... There's no schedule. Everything's on it, you know. There's just... Some people just have no urgency at all. They just have no... It doesn't... Fuck it. It doesn't matter. You know? Maybe somebody's waiting for me. Maybe somebody has something. It doesn't matter. You know? It's just... uncommonly courteous. I know. And so I get all confused with the live and let live, but it's just like, but wait a minute. You know, and I even, it's like, I'm even a person that says, you know what? Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Treat me this way, okay? When it comes to me, act this way, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? That's what a boundary is, you know? Like, don't say you're going to do something and then don't do it, okay? Maybe for everybody else on the whole planet, but with me, please do what you say you're going to do. And they're like, yeah, okay. And then they don't. So what am I supposed to do? I establish a boundary, and then people shit on them. And then I don't want to fucking deal with anybody. Because it's like 95% of the population. You know? Just talking the talk. Talking the talk. Talking. Talk and talk. Ooh, chicken and stuffing. That sounds good, huh, Ma? Planet 10's having chicken and stuffing for dinner. I haven't been wanting to eat. I did just do a shot of fire cider. Fire cider? It's like a really potent vinaigrette is what it tastes like to me. It has all kinds of peppers and like vinegar and different seasoning and stuff in it. Yeah, because I'm starting to feel like wore down. And I don't want to get sick. So when I get sick, that's when I take extra measure, you know. And then my stomach got upset because it's so I just can't handle things the way I used to, man. Because I love hot food. I love freaking burn your face hot. It's just the burn your ass part that I can't. It's just, it's not worth it. It's not worth my stomach. I got a sensitive stomach anyway because I'm one of those kids like that holds their stress in their bellies. One of those people that like ever since I was a little kid, you know, I used to think I was fat, but I just always held my stress in my stomach, and then, you know, people yelling and stuff like that. It binds up your guts, and I've been learning a lot about gut. I've been learning a lot, like, because I've had to learn freaking poor people ways to freaking reduce stress because I've been surrounded by it my whole life, you know. But it seemed to work because I know plenty of other people that are stressed out, and you know their health is much worse than me and Mom. Huh, Mom? Huh? We're very healthy, I think. Yeah. You have a sinus infection? That sucks. I've had those. I think I got my first one. I was on the flight line I was worked outside in the flight line, and it was like I'd breathe and I could feel it like on the back. I did not, it was so uncomfortable.
What did it affect the back of your head?
It, like the top of the sinuses, like I could feel them on, like the cold air would hit the back of my sinuses and it would just like, so you have to wear freaking stuff over your, I mean, it's not, I mean, I supported the flight line, but like being outside, during that kind, I mean, maybe they're doing maintenance or something, but there's not a lot of activity. So, I mean, I got to service equipment and stuff like that, but it's not like I'm out walking around, I'm in a truck, the heater's on. That's how people get sick, is temperature differences of like keeping it too warm inside and then going out in the cold. They get all hot because they have their furnace set too high. They get all hot and they get all sweaty, and then they go outside. They're hot and sweaty. Then cold air hits them, gives them a chill. It's just, but that perpetuates the system. All this stuff just keeps that system going, just keeps it going. All that stuff, make people sick. So, because fucking money's not even real. It doesn't even make sense to me. Hi, kitty. Hi. I know, it's just zipping around. He said, let me out, you. No, I just over here. He likes to hang out and sleep next to Ma at night. I'll let him out for a little while, and then they'll come back in at like 7:30. So there's two of them. There's like a bunch of them out there, but they weren't around much today. It was so cold, man. It's so cold. Ugh! All right, universe, I am ready. I am ready for the abundance to just start coming in. Just start unloading on me. Because I got a lot of people to help. And I got to teach a lot of people how to help other people. You can't take your shit with you. I was in the freaking chat, Adrian Elise, today. I'm like, how many people in this chat here have invited a homeless person in to their house, or even befriended a homeless person, invited him in, let him take a shower, give him have a conversation, stuff like that? How many? Because there's like 240 people in the chat. How many?
Not that many.
Just me? Is it just me? Because I know what it's like to go without a hot shower? Use your discernment. Use what your mama gave you. The brains your mama gave you. Unless your mama didn't give you no brains. And your mama just went around doing everything for you. Even when you were an adult. Still going around solving all your problems. Cleaning up all your messes. All the little bitches in high up government that are just slimeball scumbags. And you've had people cleaning up your messes for years. Thank you, Mom, for letting me know at a very young age that the truth always comes out. And that's what's coming up. And then all these people get to rectify, oh my God, I'm related to a scumbag. Yeah. How are you going to make up for it? We'll see. We'll see how people are walking the walk the next couple months, myself included. Heck, I could become a little bitch tomorrow, just fold, close up shop. That's it, I'm going back to 3Dville, man. I'm going to make me 6 figures. I'm gonna trade in Mom and the dogs, and I'm going to go for it.
You're going to trade us?
Yeah, that's what people do. That's what people do, man. My mom's alive because I didn't put her in an old folks home. Because I didn't rely on somebody else to take care of my mother. And think of how many other people are going to be so sad this Christmas. And what about the ghost of Christmas past? You didn't take care of your own. Rectify that. That's okay, because I'll just drink it away. Or I'll just drug it away. I'll go to the doctor and tell him I'm really sad. And he'll give me an antidepressant. And that'll make me okay. That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Anyway, I think that's about all I got for now.
Very expressive.
I just gotta keep it here.
You say,
Yeah.
you mean what you say.
That's the thing. And hey, whatever trash I talk, I am definitely, and there are plenty of people that have known me for a very long time and that they can attest that I will say the same thing to people's faces. That's why I don't have a lot of friends. It makes things awkward.